Happy New Year and welcome to the 2024 New Year's Challenge. Hey friends, it's Kate here. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I am so excited about this challenge ahead of us. I would love to think you've been a part of the community from the get-go, but if not, just as an FYI, this is the 4th annual New Year's Challenge. You can go back and check those old ones out if you want to. I hope they're still just as lovely. Each year to me does get a little better, a little bigger, a little more exciting, and as you can see, I'm not filming in my normal space. I am out and about in the world. That kind of goes along with the theme. For the challenge this year, I am giving it the theme of energy. And I want to be clear that I don't mean that in like, ooh, we're going to do some HIIT classes, we're just going to be sweating nonstop. I mean that energy and enthusiasm for your self-care, for your workout, your physical journey. And for me, I'm gonna let you guys know, I have been in a little bit of a funk for a while. I felt like I was in such a rut, both mentally and physically speaking. I haven't been doing my own practice as much as I'd like to. So not only this month, but throughout this year, I am hoping that I can get excited again, that I can start exploring and trying new things, which is why I decided I might as well try something new and do a little filming outside in this lovely little park that I am just exploring. I hope that throughout the challenge, you too will explore some new energy, new excitement for yourself. Maybe you'll try a new exercise, a new workout, maybe just committing to doing the challenge, and each video as they pop up will be just the dose of spice you need to get your ball rolling this year and really become excited about your fitness journey. So what's the challenge all about, you ask? For those of us here on the YouTube channel, you're gonna get 4 brand new videos every single week. It'll be 18 days of new classes this month, spread out throughout all of January. Mondays will be a classic Pilates mat class. Tuesdays, a nice stretch. Thursdays will be a 10-minute Pilates class, and Fridays will end with a Barre fusion class. If you don't know, I do have a little membership studio for those of my students who want a little bit more, and for my members this year, they are getting a full 31-day challenge. The additional classes are: Sundays will be the Walk to Wellness class. This is actually a standing-based 10 to 15-minute class that's really all about strength, balance, mobility, and it's a great way to get some additional steps in your day. I started this class for my mom, but it seems like my members really enjoy it, so I'm so glad to hear that. Good to shake it up and try new things, right? Wednesdays will be a full-length Pilates Yoga Fusion class, usually somewhere in the cards of 35 to 50 minutes. And Saturdays will be a foam rolling class, some excellent self-care that we all need. Now, as a reminder, you can take this at your own pace. Maybe you will do each video as they come up on the day, but you're welcome to spread it out. This is your time to explore what works for you. Again, what excites you, what lights you up, and what's gonna make the rest of the year a little bit more accessible to continue your fitness journey. So many of us start off the new year with great intentions, and then by, the second week of January or halfway through February, we have given up. So instead of making this a huge giant commitment, I want you to give yourself some grace. Remember that you can take a day off, you can take a break, and that's awesome. Join back in the minute you need to. That goes along for the exercises as well. I hope I make it clear in all of my classes, but you don't have to look like me. You might take a break, you might do 10 more reps than I do. It's not about that. It's feeling strong, confident, and excited about your body. So I really hope that you are as enthusiastic and inspired after this challenge as I have been making it. In addition to our main theme of energy, I'm also including some mini weekly themes. This week, our mini theme is Awakening the Spark. It's all about finding those magical things that light up your life and revitalize you. And yes, I hope that includes your time with me and these classes. I want you to feel that spark when you roll out your mat and join me here. It's all about acknowledging what sparks our joy and what might be sapping our energy. Let's dive in not just in our Pilates class today, but throughout the week. Think about those things that truly ignite your joy, your creativity, and your vitality. Let's find ways to amp up that excitement and perhaps bid farewell to what drains us. So get ready to spark your joy, energy, and creativity with our sessions this week. Let's light up our lives together. Today's class, of course, is a lovely Pilates class. Go ahead, roll out your mat. Let's get started. Let's simply start in a comfortable, easy seat. Hands to the lap, shoulders down, lift the ears a little higher. Take a moment here to pause and begin to think about your core. Even while we're seated, we want to engage through the center of our body. Now, I never say suck in, I hope you know that, but instead it's like a little belt is around the middle of my waist and everything is lightly hugging inward from all directions. I feel the front body muscles work. I feel my back body muscles work. It helps me lift up and out of the waist. Pause here, maybe close the eyes and really feel those deep tummy muscles waking up, coming to life. With eyes open or closed, dip your chin to chest. You can flutter them open when you like. And let's wake up our neck a little, rolling our ear from one shoulder to the other. Now, as we take that small little head roll, do not forget about your core. We still want to lift up and out, especially of our lower back. It's easy to start to round. Now, bring the chin back down to chest. Bring your gaze upright. Take your hands high overhead. Notice if your ribs just flared a little bit. Wrap them in. Hug your inner arms to ears. Lift up and out of the waist. Take a big, deep inhale. Exhale. Let's take a twist to the right. Right hand behind you. Left hand to knee. Looking back. Unravel. Both hands lift high. Same thing other side. Big, deep, lovely twist. Look forward to me, hands once more to our lap, lift out of our waist. And again, I want us to reach our hands high. This time, rotate the pinkies inward, grow an inch or two taller. Just drop the right hand down by your side and we'll take a little side body stretch, fanning open the ribs, waking up your back, your shoulder, your neck. Rise up, same thing other side. Rise up. Flip the palms, push them down by your sides, find a tabletop position with me. We'll continue to wake up our spine and specifically our pelvis with a small cat and cow. Now you can use cat and cow to wake up the whole back body. Sometimes it feels good to focus on your upper body, but I want us to focus on our pelvis. As you lightly arch the back, think about sticking your tushy up to the sky, and as you round, really tuck the tail. Feel those lower body muscles start to say hello. Slow yourself down, pause, find a sturdy tabletop, push the floor away, lift the tummy in, broaden across the chest, and can we extend our right foot back behind us? Now I'm lightly touching the floor with the top of my toe. You could tuck it if you prefer, whatever works better. But notice if your hips moved out of alignment. We want them to stay one in line with the other, chest nice and broad. Squeeze where your thigh butt connects. Take a big inhale. Can you float your foot up, drop it down? This is not about the height of the leg. Keep going. Instead, again, we're focusing on those deep abdominal muscles. We want them working so hard. Everything in the body should be still except for our one leg lifting and lowering. Each time I lift, I squeeze my thigh butt a little harder. I wrap the tummy in a little bit more. 2 more just like that. Now this time as you lift the foot, pause, keep it there. Envision I'm holding your ears, pulling them forward. Someone else has your ankle pulling it back. Are you still feeling those oblique, those side tummy muscles wrapping in? I hope so. Give me 5 tiny circles of our lifted leg without moving our shoulders and hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Hold for just a moment. Notice if you're slagging through the neck, kind of dropping the chin down. We want to keep lengthening and reaching. Take one more big breath. Set the right foot down. Extend the left leg long, lightly touching the top of the foot to the floor. Begin to squeeze your thigh butt connection point, and then as you exhale, lift and lower. I use my exhale to allow the foot to rise and then drop back down. Exhale up, inhale down. Shoulders should be still, hips as well. We're using that deep abdominal strength as a way to stabilize through the rest of the body, giving us the freedom to move through our left leg, or whichever one you're doing. If you're doing the other side, it's okay. This time, lift, pause. Start by stretching long from the top of your head through your spine, out your toe, tiny circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Pause there, just take a moment to lengthen, and then set the leg down. From here, do tuck the toes around the back, push the floor away. Think about wrapping the tummy in even more. Feel those deep tummy muscles work. Take a big inhale. Can you hover your knees away and hold? 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, lengthen. You can think of this small rounded sensation we're doing right here as kind of a Pilates C curve, or almost like when you're laying on your back, curling the head and chest up, but a little less strenuous on the neck. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hover and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, lengthen the spine. Last time, big inhale, exhale, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, just lean back into a child's pose, giving your wrist a moment to rest. Tent the fingertips, let the head fall. Find that stretch there for the outside edge of your wrists. Take a big inhale, big breath out. Rise up, hands and knees. Now I'm going to use my weight here. You do not have to. We'll send our right foot out just like we did before. I'll grab the weight in my left hand. Again, you absolutely do not have to use it if you want to, if you don't want to. At first, just lightly touch the toe to the floor. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to pull your elbow up behind you. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, wrap in, lift. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. 3 more up. Inhale, down. Last time, lift, pause. Hold it right there. Now this might be a little extra challenging. Could we exhale, lift our toe, touch it down? Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Still feel those low tummy muscles work so hard. 3 more up and down. 2 more up and down. Last time. Set the hand and foot down. Can we do both together? Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, drop. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, drop. 3, 2, last one. Hold for just a moment. Take a big breath. Set the weight down. Set your foot down. Take your left leg behind you, grab the weight if you want to. You can absolutely do that without, no big deal. Hold the foot in place, big inhale, exhale, bend your elbow, set it down. Now as you pick up the weight or your hand with or without the elbow, make sure that your shoulders are not moving. It's easy for this to kind of turn into a twist. It's not about the height of your arm or your elbow, instead keeping the shoulders facing the floor. Last time, pick up the arm, pause, hold it in place, kind of tuck your elbow into your side, start to squeeze your thigh, trim your waist. Exhale, foot up, drop it down. Exhale, lift and lower. Cinch and lift, lower down. Look at the front edge of your mat so you know that you aren't dipping the chin down. 2 more. Last one. Now hand and foot together. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. 3, 2 more. Last one. Hold. Weight down, leg down, find your child's pose. Again, tent the fingertips, head is heavy, just soften through the neck. Roll yourself up to a seat. We will lie on our back. Go ahead and take the weights with you so you have them available to you. Remember, everything is optional. You don't have to use the weights. Now, initially when we lie on the ground, I want you to move your hands a little bit away from your body. Imprint your spine. If that's a new term to you, just lightly think about pressing your low back down into the mat. It's almost like if I put a penny behind your back and I said, squish the penny. Now, oftentimes, as soon as we do press that low back down, we start to cramp up through the front of your quads. So I know it's hard, but can you relax the top of your quads? You can even wiggle them out a little bit. And instead, think about the abdominal muscles being the ones helping to push the low back down. Sometimes I almost imagine there's something heavy sitting on my tummy, encouraging those muscles not only to wrap in, but to lightly kind of pull themselves down. Heels onto the floor, shoulders into the floor, nose points up. Take an inhale, pick your pelvis up, roll into a bridge. Exhale, 1 vertebra at a time, roll back down. Inhale, tuck the pelvis, lift 1 vertebra at a time up. Exhale, roll all the way down. Inhale, lift the hips, find your bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Last time, lift up into your bridge, hold. Remember, this is a Pilates bridge, not a yoga bridge, so it's not about opening up through our ribs. In fact, wrap those in more. Think about the front of your psoas, the front of your hips, ever so lightly being pulled up to the sky. Squeeze your thud a little bit harder. Take a full, big breath. Roll all the way down to the ground. If you want to grab your weights, go for it. You absolutely don't have to. I'm going to push my weights up to the sky, touching them together right in front of my sternum, not my eyes. Inhale, lift the hips up. Hold. Bend your elbows off to the side. Exhale, push the hands up. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, push them up. 3, 2, last one. Now touch the elbows to the side, pause. We're going to straighten our arms and lower our hips. Lower the hips, straighten, bend the elbows, lift. Lower the hips, straighten, bend the elbows, lift. Really think about waving through your spine. I know that's kind of a funky way to think about it, but it's like I roll from my sternum all the way down to my tail, and then my tail lifts up and each vertebra follows. 2 more just like that. Last one, lift the arms, keep the hips down, pause. Relax the shoulders. Remember, our weights are in front of our sternum, not our nose. Take a big inhale, exhale, pick up your right leg. Your knee should be right above the hip. Hold there for me. Set your right foot down. Exhale, pick up your left leg. Again, knee over hip. If there's a little extra bend, if it's a little closer, further away, not the end of the world, but this is the goal. Left foot down. Let's go a little faster. Exhale, right leg up. Set it down, left leg up. Now this is a perfectly wonderful way to do this. You can stay. If you want to take it up a notch, instead of just lifting and lowering each leg, lift both, and then you can tap the toe, exhale, lift. Tap the toe, exhale, lift. This is just a little bigger variation. We're each at different places. Don't feel like you have to do anything more than what works for you today. No matter where you're at, do 2 more sets. Right leg, left leg, last set, last one, pause. If we can keep both legs up, amazing. If you need to set one leg down or just have one leg up, that's a-okay. Separate your weights. They're a little wider than your hips. I want you to drop them down to your hips, rise them back up, touch them together. So it's an open, down, up, touch in. Open, down, up, touch in. As we move through these shapes, notice what happens in your low back. Notice what happens in your neck and your jaw. I know it's so easy to tense up in those places. We want to keep them so still. One more set just like that. Now, we're just going to be moving our right leg from here. So again, if we've got our left leg on the floor, that's perfectly fine. Touch the weights together. Flex your feet, one or both. Straighten your right leg away. Exhale, pull it in. Just the right leg away. Exhale, pull it in. Push the foot out and away. Pull it back. 3 more. Push it out and away. Pull it back. 2. Last one. Now left leg, and again, we can set the right leg on the floor if you want to. Remember, my friends, if your leg does not fully straighten like mine, that's a-okay. If it goes a little higher, that's all right as well. What I want you to focus on is still imprinting your spine, squishing that imaginary penny, feeling those low tummy muscles working oh so hard. Last time, bring it in, pause. We're going back to the right leg, but we're going to use our arms. So we open, press down, lift up, together again. Open, foot and hands away, bring it up and in. Open, press, lift, bring it in. Now I know this is a big one. I like to say smile when it gets hard. Know that you're doing good things for your body. Remember, you can set the foot down if it's too much with both of our feet lifted. When you push the leg and the hands down and away, it might feel like your belly button wants to poke up to the sky. I would invite you to resist that feeling. That's where I usually like to do a big exhale to encourage those muscles to really turn on. Last time, open, down, up. Now left side, open, down, up, and in. Open, down, up, and in. Keep the breath smooth and even. It's not about how many times you do. You could go faster or slower. Now, typically speaking, my friends, slower is going to be harder than faster. So if you want to make it more challenging on yourself, you can go really slow out, really slow in. It's totally up to you. My point, though, is we do not want to speed through it just to make it easier on ourselves. Hopefully. Let's do 2 more. Out, in, together. Last one, out. And back together, pause. Set your feet on the floor, open the arms a little wider, bend your elbows, hold them right here, lift back up into your bridge, pause. Great big inhale, exhale, push the arms up, touch them down. Lift and lower. Squeeze your thud, relax. Trim your waist, you got it. 3, 2, last one, lift, pause, touch the weights, soften the shoulders, lift the hips a little higher, take a full big inhale, roll all the way down. Inhale again, lift up, roll all the way down. 2 more, lift, roll it all the way down. This time, lift into your bridge, hold. Separate the weights, drop them down to hip height, lift them, bring them together. So we're doing that same motion, but they're not coming all the way down to the ground anymore. Notice especially when you drop them towards your hips, what happens in your lower back, in your thud. Do we relax our thigh-butt connection point? We don't want to. We want to engage it more. Give me 1 more. Open, down, up. Now pause, roll all the way down to the ground. Imprint the spine. From here, keep touching the weights together. I want you to slide them up overhead. You should see them in your peripheral vision. They should not be on the floor. They are high enough. Now really plug the shoulders back into your back, especially while we're holding here. If it's too much, set them down. That's a-okay. Take a big inhale, pick up your right leg. Set it down, exhale, pick up your left leg. Set it down. Now again, we've got the option just to do the little knee lifts like we were before, or you know the extra option, you can pick up both legs and we can tap and touch. Tap and touch. Now remember, simply holding the arms here is a lot of work for our arms, our shoulders, our upper back, and of course, our low tummy muscles. Take them a little higher if you need to. 2 more sets. Last set. Last one. Pause. Keep the legs in place wherever you've got them. They can be up, down, big inhale. Pull the arms over your sternum. Inhale, reach them back up and over. Exhale, pull them over your sternum. Reach them up and over. 3, 2, last one. That's a big one. Feel free to do exactly that, or we can add our legs to it. One or both, your call. Inhale away, exhale, pull. Now, when we do this move, it's of course absolutely fine if your toes don't actually touch the floor. If you just move a little away, a little in, that's still some big, deep tummy work. Don't feel like you have to look exactly like me. Feel strong and confident in your body. It's not about poses. Last time, open, close, hold, set the feet down, set the weights down, relax your fingers, reach your hands overhead, take a big stretch, heel toe your feet apart, knock the knees towards one another, find a little windshield wiper. From here, stretch your hands and feet nice and long, out and away from one another. Just enjoy that big, deep, beautiful stretch. Roll to your tummy. Here on our back for just a moment, place your hands in front of your face, let your head drop. I'm gonna keep my head lifted so I can talk to you. I want you to push your pubic bone down, squeeze your thud harder, actively reach your feet further away. Keep that low body just as engaged as it is right now. Now slide your hands to your sides, near your ribs. I like to point my elbows back towards my heels and almost pull them in towards one another. Again, I'm lifted a little high so I don't crush my mic. Your head can actually be touching the floor. Are you still pushing your pubic bone down? Are you still softening the shoulders? Relax the neck. You've got this. Take a little inhale. Find a small cobra, baby swan, whatever you want to call it. And then engage the tummy more. Roll down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the heart and chest, hug the elbows in towards one another, back towards your heels, lower all the way down. This time a little different. Rise up, pause, elbows in, squeeze your thigh, wrap the tummy, take a big inhale, look over your right shoulder, past your right shoulder, get that stretch there for your neck. Look back down to the ground. Look over your left shoulder. Look back to the ground. Roll all the way down. Take the hands a little bit further away, tent the fingertips, lift your elbows, pubic bone down, chest soft. Again, inhale, roll up. You might have a little bit more of a stretch now. Once again, look over your right shoulder. Look back to center. Look over your left shoulder. Look back to center. Roll all the way down. One final little stretch here. Extend your right hand away. Bend your left leg and roll to your right side. A nice big twist for our tummy, our back, and a beautiful shoulder opener. Your foot may or may not touch the floor. That's a-okay. Roll to your tummy. Right hand in, left hand out. Bend the right leg. And then roll to your left side as I make a funny face and worry I'm going to squish my mic. Hold there for a breath or two. You got this. Roll to your back. Roll to your tummy. Push back into a child's pose. Find your seat. Take a moment sitting tall and straight here, lifting up and out of the waist, just as we started class. And again, let's close our eyes and check in. Notice what's changed since we began class. 20 minutes is plenty of time to get our bodies moving. What do you need for the rest of your day? What would spark a little more joy and energy? All the options are open to you. Dip your chin to your chest, flutter your eyes open. As always, give yourself a great big pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our first class of our 2024 New Year's Challenge. I cannot wait for the rest of the month ahead.